5 games into the season, and I might just want to hit the panic button on the Chicago Bulls. What is going on, y'all? Fox Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NBA, and here to talk about the Bulls and their putrid start to this season as they went 1-4 now with some awful losses. And you guys can see I'm at a loss for words. I'm having trouble just speaking because of how disgusted I am by the Bulls. And believe you me, I've got a lot to say. And you know what? Before I go into all that, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe by hitting the big red subscribe button down below and turning on my post notifications. And follow me on my social media links down below and on the screen for that. I do talk a lot of Bulls on this channel, and I will be moving forward, unfortunately. But go ahead and subscribe. I have a lot to say. Let's get into it. So, in case you haven't been paying attention, or you're kind of like, letting the NBA season come to you because it just started and you're like, oh, it's too early. But listen, in case you haven't been paying attention, the Bulls have played 5 games so far. If I would have told you their schedule, okay, before the season started, and I said the Bulls play the Hornets, the Grizzlies, the Raptors, the Knicks, and the Cavs. Okay, if I told you that. You don't even have to be a Bulls fan. It's just, a casual NBA fan. And if I gave you that schedule and I said predict a win total for the Bulls within those 5 games. At worst, you're saying 2 wins. At worst. Best, you're saying undefeated. But realistically, they're saying 3 wins. 4 wins, around there. Okay? The Bulls have one win. And that was by like 8 points, I think. Yeah. They lost opening day to the Hornets, which I have repeatedly said numerous times in my NBA videos. It is the worst roster in basketball right now. The Charlotte Hornets. By far. I mean, it's bad. Now, I know you guys might be thinking a couple of the rosters, with guys getting hurt could compare, but this is just before the season. I said the Hornets are the worst team. Then, so you lose to the Hornets, okay, 126-125, okay? Then you go to the Grizzlies and you win, okay? So good. You win against the Grizzlies. Again, don't pat yourself on the back. It's the Grizzlies, right? They have rookie point guard in Ja Morant. They've got They don't have a lot of talent, okay? They've got Jay Crowder. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. He's nice. Jaren Jackson's okay. But this is not a team with any sort of playoff aspirations. They're a lottery team, okay? So, again, you got the win fine, but really shouldn't be too impressive. Then you play the Raptors at home, okay? Defending champs, I got it, but they lost Kawhi Leonard, okay? Fine. Don't win this game, but put up a fight. 108-84. Get blown out. Blown out the door. Pascal Siakam goes off. Kyle Lowry, Fred VanVleet. Fine. Okay, then you play the Knicks in the Garden. And I know the Knicks had a little bit of talent. RJ Barrett, Bobby Portis, Taj Gibson, a lot of ex-Bulls players, funny enough. Julius Randle. They had a little bit of talent. But you should still be the better team. You lose to the Knicks, 105-98. And then to top it all off, you play the Cavs on the road in Cleveland, and you lose to the Cavs. Literally, 4 out of these 5 teams are lottery teams, and you can't beat them. This is a team that I said could make the playoffs. They could challenge the 8 seed. Okay? Again, I don't want to overreact 5 games into the season. But the only reason I feel like I could a little bit is because of the head coach. I never liked Jim Boylen as the hire for the Chicago Bulls head coaching gig. I thought he was not smart. I don't think he was a great analytics coach. I didn't think he was, a true leader. I didn't think he was a guy, the players would respect. But more importantly, I just don't think he knows his basketball as much as the Bulls front office tries to sell us on it. Because again, he's never been a head coach before. It was the first time head coach. I'm not against him. When we hired Tom Thibodeau, he was a first-time head coach. I was all for it. I said, Tibbs deserves a head coaching gig. He's been in this league for too long. And a lot of teams were looking at Tibbs, by the way. It wasn't just the Bulls. But Jim Boylen, I am telling you right now, I said this months ago. I think I said this when they hired Jim Boylen. If the Bulls fired Jim Boylen today, I don't think he'd get a single head coaching call. I truly believe that. I don't think he would get a single head coaching call. I don't think Jim Boylen is very good. I think Jim Boylen is going to be the downfall of this Bulls team if this continues. Again, I'm not saying the season's over. We're literally 5 games into it. But I'm just telling you right now, the first part of your schedule was the most winnable. Okay? Now it's only going to get harder from here on out. Now you're going to play the playoff teams, the title contending teams. And I get it. Okay? There's a bunch of more games left. But winning teams with good culture, good coaching, they don't lose games to the Knicks, to the Cavs, to the Hornets, to these lottery teams. You just don't. You don't. Okay. And I do think it is a reflection on the head coach. His rotations have been weird. He's not closing the game with Lauri Markkanen. Sometimes he's benching Kobe, sometimes he's not. There is no consistency. Like, it's been bad. Okay. And to me, like I said, I've never been a fan of Jim Boylen. There's one thing when a team is struggling, but you still believe in the structure. You still believe in the culture, the organization, and you're like, okay, they can turn it around. It's just a rough patch. No, this Bulls team, if it goes south, I know exactly where I would point the finger to, and it's not the players. Because I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of teams in this league that if the Bulls made Lauri Markkanen and Zach LaVine available, they would literally, give up a lot for them. Okay, the Bulls' phones would ring. So the Bulls have talent, not just those two. Kobe White, talent. Wendell Carter Jr., talent. Otto Porter Jr., one of the best 3-and-D players in this NBA. Thaddeus Young, solid veteran off the bench. Daniel Gafford, he looks like a solid rookie, even though he's been getting playing time. Tomas Satoransky, okay, fine, he's a backup point guard. But point being is, we have talent on this roster. We do. Don't give me we don't have talent. You have to be able to put the talent, utilize it, and be able to put it in the right position. Okay? If I give you, clay, mold it and make something out of it. But what is Jim Boylen doing? Nothing. He's throwing it away. He's taking the clay from my hand and he's throwing it, chucking it. Oh, Lauri Markkanen, one of the best young power forwards in the league. I'm going to bench him in the fourth quarter. I'm going to close it out, but Thaddeus Young was good. But why are you benching your star power forward? Never do that. Zach LaVine, same thing. I don't get it. So, like I said, I felt like I needed to come on and talk about this because obviously I am still high on the Bulls, but the one thing I hate about this team is the head coach. I really hate the head coach. And you know what? I don't like to call for people's jobs, certainly not this quick, but hey, Fred Hoiberg, I believe last season when he got fired like 10 games into last season. I'm just saying, something like that, okay? So to me, again, not a fan of Jim Boylen. What do you guys think? Are you a fan of the Bulls head coach, Jim Boylen? Do you agree with me or not? Leave a comment down below. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Please make sure to subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.